Yo, what is going on, boys? It is your man back for a very special video. Today we have, after a very long time, after many requests, I finally have the high scored Chica figure review. Now, this figure, as you may see, is kind of horrific, but besides the awful lack of paint, what looks like a sticker on the middle right here, and the weird funky graphics going on, I guess. This is a very good, very well sculpted figure that has been put together very poorly and designed very poorly with the paint and everything, and what they decided to go with it. Now, moving this man out the way, and to show the box quick, I'll just yoink this Freddy right here because I don't have another one of these figures in the box. See the back here, all this poop of the wave. And seeing it in person, the sculpting on the Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, and Toy Chica are actually very good. And if they didn't put so much extra junk on it, I would have customized all of them. Which, spoiler alert, I'm going to be doing a custom Toy Chica with this figure. Because if you take a really close look at it, you can see the sculpting is pretty much spot on for a Toy Chica. Which really makes me think that this wave is made of either they had the sculpts for a FNAF 2 wave that just never got used, or someone went and did really good FNAF 2 sculpts and then they were like, nah, make them this now because that's what we're going to release. And it's rough because if you were to take a picture, pretend you had a picture of Toy Chica on the other half of this screen, it would literally look exactly the same. And that's why I'm going to be customizing this figure. Customized figure announcement. We're going in, boys. Now, we're going back to the box quick before I continue with the custom. One thing I definitely think these Funko boxes should do now is like NECA, how on the bottom of a NECA box it has who created it, who did the paint, who designed the packaging, who did the sculpt work and everything. I think they should definitely do that on these because whoever's doing this great sculpt work behind the scenes is getting killed by whoever's making these horrific decisions to release it as this instead of just a regular Toy Chica. Now, moving on, putting this Freddy back, and bringing this awesome figure back in. Talking about the paint and sculpt. As I said, the sculpting is literally perfect spot on to a Toy Chica, which is why I'm going to be customizing this figure, and it's actually not even going to be that much work. All I really got to do, sand off these weird Tetris blocks off the arms and the legs, and then just repaint the whole figure, and it's that easy. Which I will be making a video on that soon. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'll have to see. I'm definitely going to make like a progress video like I did with the updated Articulation Freddy. This is that, which I'm sorry to all the fans that were waiting for the Springtrap custom figure. That's getting pushed off. I didn't even start that, but now this is actually getting started. Now, addressing the elephant in the room, which is the paint. The way they ruined this fine sculpting. You can see they painted the eyes, what I believe is yellow maybe, and then they put a sticker from the dollar store on the bib. And that's it. Other than the printing on the bottom of the foot, which you know they gotta do, which at least they do on the bottom of the foot, unlike Marvel Legends. So now, the paint's awful. I don't even gotta say anything about it. It's just poop. But the figure itself is not bad. The sculpting is very well, very good, and it's pretty much, like I said, spot on to a Toy Chica, besides from a couple of little things, like it could be a little, I guess, thinner in certain spots, but we ain't getting into detail, because that would be a little freaky with the Toy Chica. Now, moving on to Articulation. It isn't the best on this figure. They did what they've been doing, and they're cutting out more articulation. Like, they're not putting it back into these new sculpts like they did by updating the old ones. They're just giving us the new ones with bad articulation. At the head, not much articulation whatsoever. Let me actually move this leg quick. The bib is very tight, so you just get the rotation, and that's pretty much it. At the arms, they come up pretty good just because there's no shoulder pad. They go all the way around, a little bit of a swivel at the top. At the bicep, nice little single jointed bicep, not too bad. You get your rotation and such. The joints are pretty decent quality. They're nice and tight, but they're put together poorly, I guess. It doesn't really fit together very well. Like, it looks like this might have been a statue or something that they cut up for figure form, and it doesn't really work. At the wrist, again, same usual hinge. You can actually see the articulation in there now. Still bad. No waist articulation, which it looks like there's even a cut for it, but they're cutting out articulation now, so no waist articulation. At the hips here, it's not glued together right. You can see peeping up the animatronic, it's not glued together right, so the legs both wobble together, it's all connected. So at the legs, kicks forward, pretty alright. Back, not too bad, not much at the legs for articulation. Out to the side, meh. Again, nothing up there, no movement in there, just bad. Single joint at the knee, not the best. And other than like rotation at the ball joint, that is it. There's no more articulation. So they're back to cutting out the new additions for articulation and cutting out the paint. So now we're just getting good sculpts, and that is the bare minimum. So other than all right articulation, the figure is bad, but with a light customization, it could be perfect for a Toy Chica figure. Because the ball joints kind of work. Toy Chica has these weird covers over the top of the joints. You can literally just paint that yellow. It kind of works. It fits. And then the head and everything. The head is actually pretty much perfect. The three leaf thing on the top is actually completely accurate too. It fits perfect with the way it's in. The way it's shaped is perfect. And then she does have the eyebrows and the cheeks and whatever all sculpted in, but you can't see it because there's not an ounce of paint. You really can't. So like usual, Funko has destroyed Epic Sculpt with poop paint and bad articulation. But for one thing they did with this, we actually got an accessory, which here we have the 8-bit cupcake, which is an interesting accessory and kind of cool, but it doesn't really fit. Like, as if you can remember, they gave Freddy a microphone, but it's just a regular microphone. Like, it's not an 8-bit microphone. So they kind of started this, but they didn't go with it. You can see the eyes switch back and forth. The paint's a little bad. Mine's got some scrapes on it. It's a little fuzzy, but it's nice that they at least included an accessory with this, because that is rare these days now. Getting an accessory is a big plus. So now, moving this figure to the comparisons. Now, what I want to talk about here while I'm doing the comparisons is what I think the problem really is with this wave. And now the first comparisons do have something to do with that, which it's Chica here, the original wave 1, with my glued leg. I think that one's got a bum leg. And then the black light Chica, which to me, this wave feels like it's a black light wave. Like it should be a variant of the original, but we never got the original wave. And I think that's what makes this wave so bad to me, is it takes great sculpting that would have made for perfect original wave figures that we still need from FNAF 2, a game and a figure wave people have been wanting since the original wave came out. And they still haven't done it. But they released this abomination. This is despicable. I cannot believe Funko has done this. It is disgracing gamers everywhere. And we need to revolt or something. Nah, I don't know. It's not that serious, because me as a swag customizer will just fix the good sculpt they have and use it to make an actual decent Toy Chica, which I hope maybe even soon they will re-release these as toy animatronics, because they're just such perfect sculpts for it. And the wave would be literally what people have been wanting since the first wave even got announced. Not even when it came out, people have been wanting FNAF 2 animatronics. And now they just released this. Despicable. Now, yeah, here we got a Nightmare Chica. Much better figure with even better paint and sculpt and everything. And then we got Jacko Chica, which is a super expensive figure, but also has good paint and sculpt. And the cool light up eyes, which I guess this is I think the first figure with this light up clear plastic. It led to this today. This is what clear plastic does to people over time. Don't let it take you down. And now, just as a last little comparison, we'll show the rest of this wave, because now sadly I have a couple of them, and I can say the sculpt still holds up. I'd say it's even still getting better, because they can put so much good detail into these sculpts, but they just ruin it with the lack of paint, and I guess just the bad choices of who they're releasing. Like, if this was to be a FNAF 2 wave, minus the Springtrap, because he doesn't really have anything for FNAF 2, it would have been one of the best waves they've ever released, because if the paint was just half decent, it would have been enough, and then the sculpting would hold it over. But they just released FNAF AR because I guess it's maybe the most recent FNAF, or even maybe it's popular right now. I do not know. It is a good game though. And now for just a couple of generic comparisons, we got John Wick because he fell off my shelf, and then to have someone else to go with him, classic Super Saiyan 4 Goku. this is, I guess, a range of figures. You have the $12 FNAF, the $50 deluxe diamond figure, and then the SHF Goku. That is all. Now, some final thoughts on this figure. Sculpting, tremendous. Paint, very bad. Customizability, A plus, A plus. So soon, I can't give this figure a bad rating because the sculpting is good. And I guess the one thing I have to say is this kind of, I got what I wanted out of buying these new figures. It kind of got me back into the FNAF line again. I'm going to be customizing figures again, and I'm going to be going deep back into FNAF gamer mode. Which I guess that's all I wanted out of this wave. If not good figures, I get my FNAF love back. I get my love for Freddy Fazbear back. So, that's all I gotta say about this figure. It's mid. Shout out to all the high score Chica fans out there. I don't know why you wanted this. I don't know why I did this. The custom will be coming soon. I'm gonna start customization immediately after this. I just wanted to get the video out because I didn't want to have a half scraped up figure sitting there while I'm reviewing it. Oh yeah, this is totally regular. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. This was gonna be the 600 subscriber special, but then I was like, nah, the custom will be the video. So, stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one when this figure looks even better than it does now because it looks so good. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.